It's security time again on Dotto Tech, so I need to ask, is your computer all buttoned down, safe and secure? How about your network? Not sure? Well, let's not take any chances. I've just installed the latest version of Norton Internet Security on this PC and one of my other PCs, and there's some new twists that I want to fill you in on. Actually, there's a lot of new twists. Symantec has built some very compelling new features into Norton Internet Security. Now, there's several products in the Norton Security family, and if you're having trouble deciding which one works for you, here's a tip. If you want simple, complete protection without rolling up your sleeves and managing settings yourself, then the product called Norton 360 is your best choice. On the other hand, if you want a little bit of control over your security settings, then Norton Internet Security is the package for you. And what we're going to do today is look at it. Now, the first new twist in Norton Internet Security is evident right off the bat when you go to install. For most of us, it's a simple two-click install before your computer reboots, which is great. Now, very few computers live alone anymore. That's why I have multiple ones right here. Most homes and offices have multiple computers living on their network. Norton Internet Security helps you not only protect your PC, but all the PCs in your network. You see, what happens is Norton Internet Security will inform us of the status of other PCs on our network. Before we had access to this, our network was basically invisible to us. You can never tell who was on your network or what the status of their computers were. Well, now you can see the status of all of your computers on the network and monitor them. Let me show you how. In the Norton Internet Security panel, we have a network map. This is something new. When I click on that, it brings up a model of my entire network, and we can see it right here. Here's my router, and here's all the different computers and devices that are living on my network at this time. And the first icon that I see is my network itself is secure. This tells me that I have some sort of encryption built into my network so that other people can't log on without the password. If you see a red X here, it tells you you have to close down your wireless network or people can access your network and the internet wirelessly without a password. So that's the first level of security. Then we see all of our different computers and devices on it. We see the server that we've been talking about. We've got some extra appliances. I actually have a Mac on, and it just looks like a generic device because Norton Internet Security doesn't talk to the Mac quite the same way as it does to other PCs. But then I've got my family PC over here, and it's got a big X on it. That's because I've also installed Norton Internet Security on it, and from this computer, from my main computer, I can actually see that there's a security issue with my family PC. In fact, what I've done is I've turned off the auto protection, so if a virus came into it, it could actually attack the computer successfully without Norton Internet Security interfering. So if I actually go over and say, wait a minute, we've got a problem over here, I'm going to turn auto protect back on this PC. Look what happens on the network. Right away, it's informed that I now have a secure network. Now, this ability to be able to see the health and the security status of other computers and devices on my network is very powerful, and it gives me, as kind of the person responsible for the technology in the home, a lot more control than I ever had. Actually, this network awareness is very important in today's wired and wireless world. Think about what we were talking about just a few moments ago, a complete home server with all the capabilities of business class network servers, but it's for the home. We all need to start thinking now in terms of network security, not just personal computer security, because your computer is part of a community of computers, and the health of one can affect the health of the others. These tools give the person most responsible for your home's technology the information and tools they need to do an effective job protecting the entire network. Now, some of the other advances in security they have include newer and better anti-phishing technology, and let me show you how that works. When I open Internet Explorer, we see a toolbar installed in the top. This is Norton Internet Security toolbar that actually installs right in our web browser. Now, anti-phishing technology is built into this. Now, phishing is a type of attack on your personal privacy. What will happen is typically you'll receive an email that says there's a problem with one of the accounts at one of your financial institutions. You should go and you should correct that information. And they'll provide a nice, useful little link that looks like it's straight through to your financial institution's website. But it's actually not your financial institution you're visiting, but instead a site that's designed to skim off your user and account information. They'll probably pass you straight on through into your site, so you'll never know that your information's been compromised till much later. What they've done is they've basically just captured your personal information without you knowing. Anti-phishing technology that's built into Norton Internet Security actually looks at each and every website that you visit, and it looks for the fingerprints of the sites that are designed to capture this sort of information. If it recognizes it as a phishing site, it'll then tell you and warn you not to enter your personal data. Each copy of Norton Internet Security comes with a license for 3 computers. So for example, in the average house, your family desktop, the kids' PC, and your notebook can all be protected with a single copy. Of course, antivirus is included, as well as anti-spyware, privacy protection, intrusion detection, blocking, and a 2-way firewall. And other big advances include a much more streamlined application now, so Norton Internet Security runs faster and is less noticeable to you as it goes about its tasks. For the most part, viruses are not in the news much anymore, so I'm concerned that people are beginning to let their security defenses down a bit, especially where wireless networking is concerned. Let's not get complacent, because there's more to protect now than ever. Norton Internet Security 2008 gives you more control over your security and covers all the bases.